Hello and welcome to this tutorial. Suppose you have zero knowledge in microcontrollers and maybe electronics as well. So you have question how to start. Don't worry. Now I will use the internet to present you some of the online electronic shops where we can choose or at least detect which microcontrollers is available to us to work. In this website I will use the United Kingdom, and now in the product search I will type microcontroller. Here I will choose the microcontrollers family. Now if you see, there is 6,996 products in microcontrollers. Wow, it's too many, true. And if you see in the categories, they're separated in the families, core size, program size, and etc. If you see the pin numbers and many other information which we will learn step by step how to use them and etc. So here now, let's assume we will use the 8-bit, and of course we will start from 8-bit, because this is the simplest code, and press the show result. From 8-bit microcontrollers, there is still 3,832 products. It's still too many. So which one to choose? Of course I have not used all of these different microcontrollers, right? But I use Atmel family, which is Alpha Tough Mega, Alpha Tough Tiny, AVR as we call them, and I use the PSOC family 1, 2, 3. Of course I use as well microchip, but I drop them and use the Atmel instead. But the PSOC, I find it very interesting for combination of analog and digital designs. So we will use also PSOC microcontrollers in the next tutorials after the presentation of the Atmel family. So now, after summarizing which 8-bit microcontrollers we will use, we need software for them, right? The one of the first software which you need to use is the AVR Studio 4.19. Of course now the Atmel have a newest software which support their new family of 32-bit microcontrollers, but we don't need this package. We will use only for 8-bit, and the very good and stable program for that is the AVR Studio 4.19. It's available from the Atmel.com. You need to register in order to download it, probably. Finally, when you download it, the file size will be 124 megabytes, right? Then you need to download another one software, which is the Arduino. We will use it not for Arduino project, but for it C and C++ compiler which it has. So when you download the Arduino, it will be in the zip file, and when you unzip it in your hard disk, you will get inside of this folder this structure. In the hardware folder, or subfolder as we call it, and in the subfolder tools, and finally AVR, if you look it inside in the properties, you will get 122 megabyte size, so it's quite big folder. Actually this folder is the folder for our C and C++ compiler. This is what we will use for our Atmel programming in C language. And in order to not use the pure WinAVR, we will use directly Arduino. And also, one of its advantages is that we can run as well the Arduino project on it. So finally, for the Atmel, you need also download the PonyProg 2000, the version 2.7c. It's a very tiny program, and its size is just 568 kilobytes. We will use some simple handmade microcontrollers. I will show you in the next tutorials. So currently, download these files: AVR Studio, Arduino, PonyProg. If you want, you can download the PSOC Designer as well, which is the 5.2 with Service Pack 1. This file is quite big, and finally when you get it, it will have the size of 739 megabytes. But before of its installation, you need to install the PSOC programmer. This is the minimum requirements before the PSOC Designer will install. Okay, and so this is the minimum software which we will use in our next tutorial. And also very good tools if you can have a time. Try to find these 3 tools right now. The one is the B scope. Is look like that. We will use it in order to manipulate with bits and see how they look like in the hexadecimal, and also decimal as well. Another one tool is the PMA binary, which will be used for the shifting. And also another one very good tool is the 64-bit calculator, but of course we can use it for 8-bit, 16-bit, 32-bit. This is very nice tool. You put here some values on another one and do the mathematical operation for it, and you will get result here. Okay, so to summarize, try to find these 3 tiny tools and try to download these 3 programs, and also the software for the programming. And also another one very good software to start and to have your system clean is to have the CCleaner. CCleaner is very nice tools for searching and removing some rubbish from your computer. So when you install it, try to run analyze and say now Firefox Mozilla need to close to clean up. Do not show this message again. Okay. So now I'm closing the Firefox. It's detect how many rubbish you have. Currently my system is very clean and I have only 2 megabytes and 32 bytes of rubbish. Try to run clean and it will remove rubbish from your computer. Why I'm showing this software? The reason that many people don't know even how to have the proper operating system working. Probably this is a different tutorials to what kind of good software you should have in your operating system, but I will try to show you quickly what software is installed in this machine where I will make you the tutorials. If we open the control panel in the add or remove programs, now I will show you what I have. Currently very important tools is the 7-zip for me, which I download some files and extract and compress them. Another one is the AVR Studio, as I told you, to download. This scope. This is for current tutorials. Step by step we will cover the rest. Now I mentioned the CCleaner as well. If you will find very nice tool is the Clicky. You will find it handy for the DOS application. Later on you will download the CoED. Currently don't worry about that. Actually, very good download manager for programs is the free download manager Lite 3.9, and try one day download the keycard, it will be useful for you. It will be very useful for our tutorials. Now, this is all the Microsoft packs, which I will try to cover in some other tutorials how to do programming in the PC for some programs in the C# language and C and C++. Finally, download as well the Ponyprog, PSOC Designer, PSOC Programmer. What else? Yes, actually this is the main software which you need right now in order to start. And keep clean your system with the CCleaner. Of course there is a commercial product alternative available instead of the CCleaner, but I believe the CCleaner is very powerful software to clean the most rubbish and unused files in your system. And now, see you in the next tutorial. Thank you.